All right, hey everybody, Richard Allen, InsideDirtRacing.com, here with one of my good friends, Jed Emert, the driver of the number 98 Sportsman Steve Ritchie-owned car. And, among drivers, media members, fans, whoever, there aren't many people that have their finger on the pulse of this sport more than you do, I don't believe. And so I just kind of wanted to talk to you today about just kind of the overall health of dirt racing right now today. So just to start off with, what's good about this sport?
Well, I think there's lots of great things about the sport. I mean, it's like anything, you're going to have your goods and your bads. But what's good about the sport as far as the health of it right now is, right now we've got good promoters in our area. You know, I look at, obviously, we're looking at today, and Mitch McCarter having this place, and Rick Brooks running it. I mean, it's turned around a lot. And so you see stuff like that, and, what they're doing with their two racetracks, it rubs off on the other racetracks in our area. And, of course, I'm speaking to our area specifically. But car counts are starting to come back, too. I mean, I was looking at, we were at the World 100 last week, and there was 90 cars in 5 classes, I think, at 411. That's great. I mean, and so the economy's kind of leveling off, as far as everybody's pretty stable, right now, and everybody's able to, I see a lot of go-kart guys moving up. So the health of the sport, I really think is good. I think we're on a slow but upward trajectory. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of other opinions about it, but I think that's going in the right direction.
And one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you is because not only are you a racer, but you've been in the promoting business as well with the go-karts and that sort of thing. So you can speak from a lot of different angles as far as that's concerned. And I think a lot of fans and media and everybody else don't really have an idea just how tough a job promoting any kind of racing is. And what, from a promoter standpoint, when you say promoting's good, what kind of things are you talking about?
Well, I used to say when I had my go-kart series and when I worked at 411 and helped the McCarters and stuff, that I think everybody in the field, every driver especially, should have to work at a racetrack like this every week just to understand how difficult certain things are. And it's little stuff like you don't even think about. But when I think about promoting, I just think about how can we make our show better? How can we make everybody as happy? We're not going to make everybody happy, but as many people as happy as possible. How can we make what we do better? And so that's something, like I talk to Rick Brooks a lot, I talk to the first a lot, and I talk to folks about Roger Sellers and stuff, and just whether my input's valued or not, I give it, like a lot of us do. But just to try to help, because we're all in together, we all want to make it better. But being, I have appreciation. When I see stuff on the racetrack, I think some people have a different aspect of it, and I have a different aspect of it because I've been there. So I'm a little bit more sympathetic to the race directors. But on the other hand, when I see something that I don't like, it's usually I don't have any sympathy for it. So I point it to the other with me because I've been on both sides. Right. But I try to be open-minded in that because when I first started promoting and working on that side of it, I tried to run it like I tried to be who I wanted in a race director and be who I wanted in a track promoter. And I found that you can't always be like that. So I've learned a lot, but on the promoting aspect, back to your main question, when I think about promoting, I just think about somebody or a racer. How do we make everything better as a whole for the sport and our racetrack?
Yeah. And then from a weekly standpoint, for the local weekly racer, what's going on in the sport right now that's good from the local racer's aspect?
Well, I think from the local racers aspect, we're slowly, as a region, everybody's getting closer on the same rules package. I think that's a big deal. And I know I've really tried to, from an outside perspective, tried to privately talk to each, track and suggest, again, it's just my opinion, what I think would help the whole area.
Right.
But the sportsman class is really growing right now for the simple fact that there's guys in the upper divisions and the crates and the steelheads. They're getting rid of their older cars, getting newer stuff. So it's trickling down to the sportsman class. I mean, you look tonight, I think we'll have 25, and that's great, and on a weekly deal. And so, and the classics, there'll be able to be 18 of them tonight. That's great. I mean, and one of it is because the rules in East Tennessee haven't changed. There was a time, probably over the past 10 years, where every year the rules have changed. As a person trying to build a car, or a team trying to build a car, it's hard to plan for that. Let's just say, if I bought a brand new motor today, it's the middle of September, and they changed the rules in October, I'm in trouble. So we've had stability in the rules, stability in the tracks and track owners, and I think that's what's really helping our weekly, as far as weekly program in East Tennessee at every racetrack. I think that's why it's healthier, and like I said, it's slowly growing.
And you said you were at the World 100. So from a regional and a national standpoint, why should a fan spend their money to come out and watch, say, a regional or a national show like the Knoxville Nationals that are going on tonight, or the World 100 last week, instead of just sitting at home and being frustrated by Tennessee versus Florida? Why should you come out to a racetrack to see, the national tours or the regional tours?
Well, the Tennessee football, we're here listening. For those that aren't here, we can hear it in the background. It's my heart in pieces. So you don't have to deal with that if you're at the racetrack. A lot of times I get it playing on the radio. But as far as the national stuff, like the World 100, the Knoxville Nationals, it's an event. It's such a, it's one of those places that you just walk in the gates. They're not even doing nothing yet, and you can just feel that it's important.
Mm-hmm.
And, and the regional shows are good because you get to see guys that are, a lot of times you get people like Casey Roberts and Dale McDowell, people who have accomplished a lot in their racing career. And they're good quality drivers, and they're good quality fields. And a lot of times it's just a middle-of-the-road budget team, though. And they put on great racing. But like I said, that national stuff is just incredible. Just being there is something, it's hard to explain. It's just like, if you want to talk about Tennessee football, being at Neyland Stadium, even when you're there and Tennessee's not west doing well, it's just being there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, the national shows are. And I encourage everybody, if you haven't been to a national show, just to be there. Because, you got James Essex on the mic at the Lucas.
Oh, my.
Oh, baby, and Justin Jarrett, and and Ben Shelton, and they do a great job, and they make it a lot too. An announcer can make races. Those national shows, the drivers, the announcers, the crews. It's the most professional you're going to get, and you can feel it. You can feel how important it is.
All right, he's Jed Emert, driver of Steve Ritchie's number 98 Sportsman car. Be out on the track tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Jed. Thank you very much.
Thanks,